OK. Tämä voi kestää korkeintaan 8 tuntia. Näkyykö nyt?
You can try sing or do something dance.
Testing 1, 2.
No niin, nyt näkyy. En mä ole siinä toivottavasti.
Why not?
On parempi.
En mä tiedä. No näkyy. Mutta mitä sä nyt näet sen? Okei. No nyt se on paikallaan.
Mitäs toi ääni kuuluu?
No kyllä se pitäisi mennä ääni. Niin sano sitten. Joo, nyt se on paikallaan. No ei tässä mitään luuria ole. Niin.
You talking to the TV station?
Joo, Valtteris father.
Oh, okay. Moi.
No ei se mitään. Joo. No mutta ääni kuuluu.
Can you hear me?
Okei, joo kuuluu. Alright. No niin, soita sitten se. Yes, vaan. Oh, yes.
So we can get started?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll take the
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we will get started now. And I think we'll start by me and the rest of our team here. I don't know how many of you know me, but everybody calls me Ben. Okay, so the real name is Bernard Harris. Everybody calls me Banku, and everybody is pretty familiar with Banku. Some people don't even know my real name. I call people and I say, this is Bernard Harris. They say, who? And then I say, Banku. Oh, yeah, Banku. Hey. So, and this is Mila.
Moi. Hi.
Kamal. Moi. And Mina. Together, we have been working on this project. And I'll tell you a little bit about, first of all, I'll tell you a little bit about the Get in the Game project. I don't know if any of you know about the Get in the Game project, but we started in 2003. We've been going since 2003. We do things like we make school visits, speaking to the kids about the dangers of alcohol and drug use. I do like personal visits to junior teams, working with juniors. We have free camps like our basketball camp. I used to have free tennis camp. We've made an anti-doping DVD, which we had Kira Corthy, Hannah Maria, Pete Kamaki, a lot of big names. Mr. Stefan Ballin was in it. We made 3,500 copies and opened. I made about probably trying to have some fun with the kids and you know, just enjoying young people and trying to make their experience a little bit better. Had a friend of mine who was over here 2 years ago when they had the NBA Without Borders. It was in Malmö. I don't know how many of you know about that, but that was in Malmö. 2 of my friends from the NBA came, Gerald Henderson Sr. and Gerald Henderson Jr. Gerald Henderson Sr. is a good friend of mine. We went to the same university. So we were just talking, and I said that I'm thinking about bringing some kids to the States. So he said, well, you know, man, the Sixers his son was playing for the Sixers at the time. And he said, the Sixers, they have a really good summer camp. Why don't you try to get a group of kids and bring them over for the Sixers camp? And this is where the idea started. That was like 2 years ago. And I didn't have enough time to try to put everything together during that time. So we started it last summer. And I think this will be a wonderful experience for the kids. One of these lifelong memories, something they'll remember for the rest of their lives. And I think everybody's going to enjoy it. And I'm sure when they get there, they'll be excited, and they'll bring back all of these wonderful opportunities. And so we've been working and trying to put this together. And we're having this meeting today just to get to know each other. And I'm sure some of you have some questions about stuff and those type of things. A little get to know you and know what our thinking is, and we can find out what your thinking is and how we will go forward with this project. So I think that that's pretty much my lead in. If any of you guys have anything to say, nobody has anything to say. Okay, I'm sure everybody here has a lot of questions and some comments, and I'm sure all of your kids are excited about this, or I hope they're excited. I'm excited. Maybe I'm the biggest kid of all the kids, and I hope they are. So I guess we'll start with some questions.
I mean, the first question that comes to my mind is that about the time of the trip. Have you already looked out for some tickets on this?
We have booked the flights, and I think I gave Mina the information on the flight dates.
Yes.
And I think she was supposed to send them to everybody.
Let's see.
But if she didn't, I have them written right here. We will leave the last day of June, okay, which is the 30th of June. The flight from Helsinki is leaving at 2:50. We're going on Iceland Air. First stop is in Reykjavik.
2:50 in the morning.
Huh?
2:50 in the morning.
I hope not. In the evening. In the evening, yeah. In the evening. 14:50. 10 minutes. 10 minutes to do it. We leave from Reykjavik at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We will get to Philadelphia around 7 o'clock in the evening Saturday.
Yeah.
We will come back on the 8th of July, and we will leave Philadelphia at 8:35. The camp starts on that Sunday. It goes from Sunday to Friday. And so we will have a couple of extra nights to stay over because of the flights, which won't be a problem. And that's pretty much the flight. Okay, the first payment, which is due next Thursday, is the 80 euros per person to reserve the seats. The last payment for the flights will be May the 24th. We will need before May the 24th, we will need passenger names with passport dates. You guys you gave me 250 euros each. That was sent directly to the Sixers camp, and that has been paid. So the balance on that is going to be about 390 euros. It's like $480. So about 390 euros, around 391 euros. And after that, the rest of the money will go for the flight. Final payments on the camp should be May the 30th, which is the last day of May, I think, or the day before the last day of May. And that pretty much covers all of that. Any questions on that? Can I fly a plane? No.
Can you send the payment schedule in email?
Excuse me?
Can you send the payment schedule to us?
Of course, I will, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we can send it to everybody. I thought everybody had, but no problem with that, yeah.
Well, the exact dates. You require the passport details you were mentioning in a way. What about in the United States, we need to fulfill some form? Stuff. Are you going to do it on our behalf, or we have to do it?
No, I think you have to do it on your own behalf.
So we do that before we do the passport details, or after, or does it matter?
Actually, I have no idea, but I can check it out. I haven't done it, so I don't really know, but has anybody done it before?
I've done it.
Yeah.
It used to be done
Before.
a couple of weeks before.
Yeah. So you need the flight numbers, okay, fine.
Yeah.
And it should be done, what, 3 weeks, a month before? Okay. Okay, fine. So now we know that much. Any other questions?
If you book the flights already, I hope you remember we are in session. So
Yeah, you
travel.
said your son wasn't
Yeah.
coming back with us. Okay,
An email also.
okay, fine. And I think there's one other family whose son will not be coming back with us as well. Kids are gonna have a lot to do at the camp.
What is the schedule? I mean, is there a schedule already planned?
I would assume that the schedule goes like pretty much any other camp. You know, you get up about 7 in the morning, you go eat. Then they have an opportunity, if the kids want to, they can get private sessions with coaches to work on different things. And then they bring, I guess, all the kids together and they go forth with that. And in the afternoon, the kids are able to play. And there's campers coming from all over the world.
I think the
So
schedule is there on the page.
I think it is,
It's really well given, but it is there.
yeah.
It is.
So, it should be good. They kids coming from all over the world. NBA coaches there, NBA players there. Probably have some really good university coaches there as well. I mean, it's the NBA, so you're dealing with billion-dollar organization. So everything is going to be pretty much first class. Security is going to be good. So I don't think you have to worry about security because, in America, people sue for everything. So, no teams or clubs want to be sued for some slip up. So I'm sure that the security is tight and everything is good with that. It's supposed to be one of the more popular NBA summer camps. It's supposed to be one of the better ones. I actually looked at the Chicago Bulls camp, but they kind of moved their camps around. It's not like in one place like what they have with the Sixers. So I think the Sixers is a little bit better in that aspect. And Lowry, unfortunately, doesn't play for the Sixers. But anyway, it's a good NBA camp. And if this one goes well, we'll see how this goes. If this one goes well, then next summer I maybe try to take some kids to Chicago. We'll see how it goes. Any yeah.
How many kids are there
In the camp?
Yeah.
The whole camp?
The whole.
How would I know that? I have no idea. There's there's kids coming from, like I said, all over the world.
Are they all together?
Yeah, I'm sure they have it set up where they have different groups and so forth. But yeah, which is going to be good.
Yeah.
it's going to be excellent. I think, and it will be a good learning process for the boys as well. Somebody asked me why we're not taking girls. I said maybe next time. But yeah, any other questions?
Have a couple extra nights or even stay?
We will stay there. We will stay there. We will stay there. They have it arranged so that because they do have other teams coming in from different places around the world, and of course they have to stay. Some teams have to stay extra night. So they have all of that arranged. Where you can. So that's not a problem. And then we will arrange with one company that the Sixers recommended that will meet us at the airport and take us to the campus. So that will be taken care of as well. So we don't have to worry about that.
How are the kids accommodated? Are they like pairs or in cabins?
They're going to be staying on I think it's similar to a college campus. So I assume they're staying in dormitories. Now how big the rooms are, I have no idea. But I would assume that it's two to a room.
It was two.
Yeah, two to a room, yeah. So which is good.
And they choose who they're going to partner with?
Yes. We have they yeah, of course. But it would be good maybe to mix it up. Because they probably want to stay with somebody that they've been staying with all the time or hanging out with all the time, one of their friends that they play with on a team together. It would be good to mix it up a little bit. And yeah, that would also be good. And if they don't like it, then we can always change. But that would be good.
What about the free time? Do they have any free time?
They will have free time, and they have a lot of stuff there for them to do during their free time. And like I said, they're gonna have a lot of people there. So they won't be like just running all over Philadelphia City, and you have to find out where they are. No, it won't be like that. This is going to be really structured, and so there's no problem with that. They've been doing this a long time, so that's and it's like I said, this is the NBA, so this is top of the line. As far as accommodations and things to do with security and all of that stuff. You don't get you really don't get any bigger and any better than the NBA on whatever level.
The NBA arranging their free time.
Excuse me?
The NBA is arranging their free time and their activities in the evening.
Yes. They have everything planned, and I'm sure that there's some free time that the boys can do, like whatever, if they play billiards, if they want to swim, if they want to, just hang out and talk and all this kind of stuff. Yeah.
They're remaining within the campus.
Yeah.
Everything is in the camp. They don't have to
Everything
go
will be
outside.
there. They are not going to be hanging out and, no.
There is no shopping, so it's only all basketball.
What about the food? Because I think you would know something.
Well, if there's any allergies, maybe we have to inform them, and then.
What you mean, food allergies?
No, food allergies or some kind of
Position we talk about pork and that's
You mean
possible.
if you don't eat pork?
If we don't eat pork,
I'm sure that there's a lot of people coming probably that don't eat pork. Yeah. So. Yeah. So you can go to their website, which
we
is
inform you or we inform them?
no, you
probably inform me and I can inform them. Yeah. Just go to their webpage, which is sixerscamps.com, and they got all the stuff there. Any other questions?
There is one in WhatsApp. Can parents attend the last day activity and extra day activities?
And parents, you mean at the camp? What?
It said in the letter.
No, parents
Yeah,
can't, no.
parents can only come, was it the last
Yeah.
day, and there was a time when they were able to come.
I
Yeah,
think the kids are playing some kind of final games and the parents can go.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
those, yeah,
10
but
a.m. or something.
Yeah.
the final day,
Yeah.
And it takes a couple of hours until the camp.
But they just can't come and,
Yeah, it is.
but now they can't just come and hang out and stuff like that now, which is good for the kids.
Me too, parents, yeah.
Any other questions?
Price for the
It was 800, so it's, if you take it from the booking. It's actually not 800, but it's gonna be 800 for you. Okay, it's more than 800, but, so getting the game will pay the extra cost. Which makes me kind of a good guy. Somewhere, somewhere down the line.
I was wondering, I mean, if there is an extra day or 2 days, I think it's possible for the boys to go and actually visit downtown Philadelphia since they will be closed.
I'm talking with, Gerald Henderson. And, we'll see what he can come up with on that. Which is, I mean, if, yeah, we can come up
Just
with
the
that. We'll come up with that.
historical.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
That close.
It would be
Yeah,
nice,
exactly.
Yeah,
it would be nice, yeah.
Yeah,
And if it happens, it will happen in the end of the camp, so the last 2
Right.
days, I guess.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because the camp, they have like very, from Sunday to Friday, it's,
But in the end, it is.
yeah, there'll be time in the end.
Right. Now, how far is the campus from that?
we really don't know that.
I think it's, well, from the, I think it's about 30 minutes. I think I read it's about 30 minutes from, yeah, not that far. It's not that far.
We are trying to do the camps, not like BD, so this is different. So like in BD, they can go on.
they go
Shopping
shopping and doing
But
things.
this is only about basketball, kids to
Yeah,
learn.
the extra days.
Yeah, the last
Yeah,
days
yeah,
are
actually, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm sure they're I'm sure about that. You know, they will have something for the kids to buy and so forth. And, the kids will be getting, I get, t-shirts when they get their Sixers camp t-shirts and stuff like that. But yeah, yeah, for sure they have a shop here, Sixers shop. You'll find out.
As you mentioned on the Facebook.
Yeah.
$50.
$50.
Yeah.
only.
And they said, don't take anything like expensive things, no phones or.
That's going to be interesting in itself to see those kids without phones.
So do they leave them at home or?
That's going to be interesting.
How about insurance? Do you need to get insurance?
Yeah.
Are they insured by the camps or?
I think it's wise to have your own insurance.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that's wise. Yeah, yeah,
I think it
But,
was needed insurance. It
yeah,
said in the
yeah,
paper,
yeah.
and you need to
Insurance,
have
yeah,
your
so
own.
it's wise that you get your own insurance.
But I'm just thinking, since this is a sports camp, is normal travel insurance enough, or does it need some kind of?
You're probably gonna, if my kid was going, I would make sure that they're covered for injuries as well. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
any kind of, who knows? You know, twist the ankle or finger, break a finger or something like that. It should, you know, you should make sure that they're covered for that. Just like here, when they play, they're covered for an injury. So yeah, and in sports you never know.
Not that expensive to get a boat.
No, just that we need to do it ourselves.
Yeah.
And make sure that it's covered
Mm.
always.
Just a question out of my head that I just wanted to make sure that I kind of know the faces to the kids. I know your son. You are the father and mother of who? Really? You are. You look so young.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you?
I'm the father of home.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Okay. Nice to meet all of you. Just try to put a face to the kids. Yeah.
No, Villen idea.
Valtteri.
Yeah. That I know.
Yeah.
That much I know. So, any other questions?
If there would be a meeting with the kids, rather than get together and know each other.
I was thinking that would be a good idea. I don't know, but we had talked about it, that if it's necessary or not. Do you think it's necessary?
Not necessary, but it's nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get to know.
Yeah. And the thing of it is, I guess we all have to come up with a good date because the boys are busy playing. You know, maybe I guess it would have to be sometime in May. I think all the seasons are over
Or what about the
in May.
getting the game summer campus
Yeah,
during that
that's
time?
good.
Because many of the boys are.
yeah, we have a lot of we have our camp, our summer camp is on the 18th of June and 18th to the 21st of June, and it's in Hairton over here, and it goes from 10 a.m. to 3 in the afternoon. A lot of the boys will be there. So maybe that would be a good place, a meeting place, one day after. So that could be one morning. We start at 10. We can meet from 10 to 12 if we have the camp. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because some of those boys are not in the camp.
Yeah.
Not all of them, because a couple of them coming from where the ones come from. Yeah.
There would be two boys to your camp if you would.
Okay.
To them, and
Okay. If you send me their names,
Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah. So maybe would that work? 18th of June, one of those days between the 18th and the 21st, which is Monday to Thursday. I would say we finish at 3. So after that, maybe would be fine with me. You guys can put it in your calendar, and if it's okay with you, then let us know, and then we can go forward with it from there. That's a pretty interesting board. Those of you whose kids are coming to our regular summer camp, that's a really good camp for the kids. I think that most of the kids that come there come back, and they really enjoy it. We make it a lot of fun, and I think they really enjoy it. I know Her son is he's so cool. Her son is so cool. So I think that's and the good thing about that camp is it's free, you know, and we get some good people coming in talking to the kids like Sean Huff, Tuka Koti has been there, Henry Detman has been there, Petrie Copeland has been there, Bill McKesson has been there, Tina Stern has been there. We get a lot of good, and Vilma is like actually working there with us. So we get a lot of good people coming there and working with the kids. And we also talk about other things in basketball. We talk about things like nutrition, stretching, different things other than basketball. And the biggest thing we do is we let the girls play against the boys. And they always have fun with that. So yeah, that's a good one. That's one of the things I enjoy doing most is that camp. And it's always good to see the kids how they've grown from one year to the other. Yeah. Any other questions? You guys have something to say? No? You're quick, no?
Yep.
And no, mean it?
No.
Okay. No question?
About medication, if somebody has an asthma or
Yeah.
allergies, I believe.
Medication, if anybody has any special medications, you should let us know. For example, if somebody's diabetic or something like that.
If somebody like sleepwalking or something like that. You know, the kids, they do that sometimes. So it's better to say so.
Just get up and walk out.
Oh, yeah.
If the kids are not taking their phones, will there be some kind of contact person who will be updating us about how progressing or how they're doing?
I would assume the kids can bring the phones home,
they
you know,
bring,
on the trip.
yeah.
Yeah, they can bring the phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can leave them in the room. Yeah. So that would be fine. You can't just do like take them off the phone altogether. That would be like some type of withdrawal, maybe in rehab or something. They come back to Finland and be like, I don't need my phone. I'm good. Yeah, of course. I'm sure that we'll take pictures and send a lot of pictures and Facebook Live stuff and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Can you guys set up a Facebook page?
Can we? I don't know. I'm old school. Can we? I don't know. Can we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or perhaps we can use the Get in the Game Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay. We can do that? Oh, I'm good with it. I never know.
There is already Get in the Game Facebook site.
Yeah, okay.
We can use that.
Okay.
So do you know?
Not really, but I'll ask. What I do on these type of things, I ask my daughter.
Okay.
She laughs at me first, and then she helps. So, yeah, she'll tell me so. Yeah. But as far as
you
all
can
the
use
other
WhatsApp.
stuff,
You can use the
Yeah,
WhatsApp for
WhatsApp
the pictures.
WhatsApp is good. What else is there? Face chat or whatever they call it, FaceTime and all. Yeah. Snapchat. That's what it is. Yeah. Okay. No, see, all of that is just over my head, and I leave it alone. I stick with the Facebook and Instagram. I'm good with those. Yeah. But I'm sure we can set up something so we can. Yeah. And then you'll be watching it at home and you'll be like, oh, there's a bruise on his arm.
Yeah.
Oh, is he okay? Anything else?
Will the school physician's note be enough for medical clearance?
School physicians,
Mm.
yeah.
Overton.
I guess we need, or either from a doctor, we need some type of note, medical clearance, note from a doctor or school physician that kids are in good health. They cover everything. You know, they cover everything, which is good. Which is good.
In English, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, they might struggle a little bit with the finish. So yeah, I guess in English, or I guess if you stamp it or whatever, then they can't argue with it. You know, if it's stamped, it's stamped. And if they can't read it, you tell them what it is, and it's okay. And yeah, but I know what's going to come of that. If they can't read it, they're just going to ask us to sign another paper that says that this paper says that you're okay. It's kind of strange like that in America, but it's also good because, like I said, you know, they sue for everything. You can sue for everything in America. You know, you can sue for any and everything. So organization, teams, and so forth, they're really careful about those types of things. You know, it's kind of crazy what you can sue for them. I have a son in the States, and his mother was walking down the street, and it started to rain. So she was trying to get out of the rain, and she was going into a store. She slipped and fell, and she fell through the door of the store, and she cut her leg like really bad. Now, whose fault would you think that was? The store. The store got sued. She sued the store because they didn't have a sticker on the door that said that was a door. She got almost $100,000. And I knew this sounds crazy, but I knew there was a situation in New York City where they had a bus accident, and there was some guy standing on the street, and somebody came around and said, "Man, there's a big bus accident." One of the guys standing on the street, he snuck around the corner and snuck on the bus, got on the bus, and act like he was injured. He got $50,000. Yep. You know, so you can you can sue for almost anything in America. And this is why companies and organizations and doctors, and they're always so careful about, you know, what they do and how they do it and that type of stuff. So yeah. And this is why sometimes innocent people die. You know, you might have somebody who gets sick or is in a car accident, but nobody wants to touch them because they don't want to get sued or whatever. You know, it's kind of crazy. Yeah. Well, I think we'll be okay. Here, you can't sue for anything. You know, it's just the opposite of there. Here, you can't really sue for anything. I from what I heard.
We trust each other.
Yeah. Any other questions? How many parents are coming? Just you two? Only parents? Okay. And it's probably going to be end of June. The weather's going to be hot. So yeah, maybe one something like. But they don't need a lot of heavy clothes. So it's going to be hot. And going into July, it's actually the hottest time of the year on the East Coast. So it's hot and humid, but I assume the gyms are going to be air conditioned and so forth. So that won't be a problem. The problem might be the air conditioning because kids might use the air conditioning. So, but I don't think that'll be a problem either. But they should maybe bring a long sleeve shirt, something they can sleep in at night, just so just in case.
What about the basketballs?
Yeah.
Did they take them?
No,
No.
They have everything.
no, they no.
They have everything.
Yeah, they will have the balls and all that stuff. That's kind of cool here how the kids bring their own balls up. You never see that in the States. Never see that. And I actually never seen it anywhere else that I played either, except for here, that the kids bring their own balls. But that's cool. It's handy for the people who are organizing stuff. Kids have their own balls and yeah, but not now. They don't do that in the States either. Yeah. Any other questions?
It would be good at some point to get some kind of info thing about how to deal with the extra things and all of that, like what needs to be done and what.
Okay.
That's the only.
Is there, you've done it before, is there a website where you go to?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't done it for a minor, so I don't know what they would usually be something special.
Well, if you know the web, do you know the website?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I guess
They're
if
trying
you
to
Google
do it,
S,
yeah.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
Google Esther, yeah, and then I'm sure they will give you the other information.
But if you need the info, like where they're staying, usually
Okay,
they ask
yeah,
the
okay.
address of where they are, and since they're minors, and like who's in charge, I guess they
Okay.
use that kind of stuff.
Okay, so we'll get that.
Yeah, maybe it would be good maybe if we get the same info every
Yeah.
day, like
Okay.
what we write.
Okay, we'll get that too. Fine. And you can just put my name there. Yeah.
The passport should be valid for 3 months.
Mhm.
Or more.
Anything else? Nina?
No.
This was a good meeting. It's kind of funny because as a coach, you never want to meet the parents. when you say as a coach, I got a parents meeting, you're like, oh man. but this went well.
But,
For now.
Yeah.
For now, it went well. Yeah.
Well, at least my son is very excited, and thanks for doing this.
Okay, good, great.
I mean, I'm sure it'll be wonderful.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really good experience. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Yeah, you should have told me when you had your chance.
Yeah, I told them.
Yeah,
So how many boys are going now?
22. Which is a good size group.
And the age range is
05,
what was it?
0502.
0205?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many of the families here with the sons actually play against each other?
I think the boys from Latvia, like, we are in Latvia area, so we don't play.
Except in tournaments.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
But I saw, I think all of the all 5 on guys in Riga.
Oh, okay,
Because I
okay,
named that.
okay,
I think it was only 5
okay. Yeah, okay. I think they have a good team, so. This is always good with juniors. Yeah. I think that actually I always tell people, I think that Solon Globus is one of the better organizations in Finland. I think they do a really, really good job. From the top to the bottom, I think they do a really, really good job. And I think they do a good job of, at the top, dealing with the men, and so forth. I think they do a good job with honesty. If they say they're going to do something, they do it. Like sometimes they don't promise you the world, but whatever they say they're going to do, they're going to do it. And I think that type of honesty, because you have a lot of teams and clubs that are not honest, you know, with the players and with the coaches and so forth. And I think that type of honesty carries down. And they have good programs in Salo. And Salo is not a big city, but they always have good programs. And it must be something. It's no accident that year after year you have good programs, especially with the juniors and so forth. So it's not an accident. So it has to be something that they're doing right. And I think a lot of team leaders and club managers, they should take a look at what Salo is doing, and maybe learn something from that. Because a lot of I've been in some clubs that, you know, you just shake your head. You know that the guy's looking at you, you know he's lying. He knows that you know he's lying, but you know he's still going, and and it just kind of trickles down. You know, if you have that type of stuff at the top, then it just kind of goes down, and that in itself makes for difficult experiences. And I really think that Salo does a really good job.
Now we have to stand one tournament, so.
Okay,
Being there all the time.
that's is it in Salo or?
Yes.
Okay, okay, yeah. So I got a question for the parents. This is always interesting. As parents of athletes or young players, what do you think one of the most important things coaches can do for your kids? I always like to get different opinions on stuff. The adults? Okay.
Caring.
Care for the kids, yeah. Be fair. Okay. Yeah, make it fun. Make it fun.
Some teach self-confidence.
Okay. You know, I'm just asking because it's always good to get different people's opinions or what you think is important to you as coaches are handling young people, because coaches have a big effect on young kids' lives because they're around them a lot, and you can have an effect of good or bad. And I think no matter what a coach says, coaches are human, so they're always going to have favorite players. No matter what they tell you, they're going to have some favorite players because there's always going to be somebody on the team that you like a little bit more than the other for whatever reason. It could be, oh man, he's got a great smile, or maybe he comes to practice early, or maybe he has just the personality, or maybe he does everything that you ask him to do. He might not be the best player, but he does everything. He tries to do everything that the coach is asking him to do, and you know it's always going to be those situations. I think with coaches because they're human, and you might say that well, this coach likes him more than he likes my son. Maybe he does. You know, it is what it is, and I think that that's something that all parents have to look as parents. And as a coach, I've coached a lot of young kids, and you see different personalities, and it's human. It's all human nature. And if a coach tells you he likes everybody he coaches, he's lying. He's lying because there's just some people you just can't like for whatever reason. and you know, so you can't really you try to be fair to all the kids, though, which you said you have to try to be fair. So I like to get different opinions on stuff like this.
There are two in WhatsApp from Greg Overton, be honest with them, and from Kirsi Seppänen-Virtanen, the most important from the coach's side, encouragement, no fear, discipline, fair play.
Okay. What's up, Greg? But yeah, I just you know to put in my memory bank about because it's not so often that you really as coaches get a chance to sit down and talk to the parents, and usually it's in the beginning of the season when you're talking about planning what you're going to do, and the other time is usually when something goes wrong. And when something goes wrong, it's kind of the communication gets kind of stuck. But just in an open conversation, I think it's always good for parents and coaches to communicate. So I'm glad for your input. I hope that makes me better. Maybe I can go and we have practice today. Maybe I can make somebody smile. For me, the most important thing that I can do, and this is not as a coach, but just as a person, is smile. I like to laugh and I like to smile. If I'm not having fun with it, I don't want to do it. And I can be coaching like a good team, which makes everything easier. Good teams make good coaches. But if I'm not having fun with it, then most likely I won't do it for long. For me, it's just about laughing, joking, having fun, and just trying to make the whole thing a good experience. And if it's not for me, then most likely I'm moving on, because the money in coaching in Finland, if you're not coaching like the chorus liga or whatever, then it's it is what it is. So if you're not having fun with it, why are you doing it? So you'll see me, people see me laughing, they see me smiling, and that's just the way I'm going to do it. So that's the type of coach I try to be, and that's probably why a lot of people say, well, Vancouver can't coach. He likes to joke too much. But it is what it is. So any other questions on the trip? Any comments? No? Okay, well, no questions, no comments. I guess we'll say thank you for coming. Nice to meet all of you. Again, the ones that I know. And we will be in constant contact with you. And if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask us. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Se on Islannin kautta se lento. Oliko se Nykiin vai Philadelphiaan suuntaan?
Se on Philadelphia.
Joo.
Joo.
Okei.
No niin, lähetys päättyy tähän.